It is believed that 70% of wives file for divorce. I believe those numbers are allegedly up to about 80% of wives that file for divorce. I have a lot of wives, women, single women, married, engaged women who email me. And of course, you know my book, The Naked Wife. And what I find is, I find that the woman that emailed me, messaged me, there are three reasons why they filed for divorce. And I was a little bit shocked that adultery was not in the top three. Of course, we already know finances was definitely number one because that is the number one reason for divorce in the United States. It's finances. But the three top reasons wives file for divorce are fixable. That's the crazy thing, ladies, is they are fixable. And you know, I talk a lot about a husband is a choice. Like, I need to write a book. A husband is a choice. And women must be careful that they do not choose the wrong husband. This is an AI picture, just in case you're wondering who's that, it's AI. Women must be mindful that they do not choose the wrong husband. And also, men must be mindful that they do not uh, find and want to marry the wrong wife. I know in the black church, especially the black church, it is believed that two people could just get married, one man and one woman could get married and it can work. I do not believe that. I am of the mindset that women especially must be mindful and careful when you choose your husband, how you choose your husband. Your husband is the second most important decision of your life. There's a lot of guys out there in my book, 23 Types of Guys You Must Meet, and you must take everything in your power to make sure you choose the right husband, that your husband is not an emotional decision. It must be an analytical decision that you make when you are choosing your husbands. Happy Saturday, cousins. I do want to come live. I'm probably not going to come live, girl. I'm tired. So I'm doing this dating video because I know a lot of you have been asking for more dating and marriage content. And so I'm doing this video just in case I don't come live so y'all can watch this video, okay? I love you so much. Thank you for, and welcome to all of our new cousins. I absolutely love you, adore you. Be sure to subscribe them. So check out the video I did this morning about Wendy Williams and the one I did, excuse me, yesterday on Married at First Sight. So a lot of women, if 70% of women are filing for divorce, then that means they chose the wrong husbands. For the women who contact me and email me, the number one reason is money. Money is fixable because you get to choose your husband. So do not choose, ladies, do not choose a man who is financially unstable. This is why I am against younger people getting married. Younger people, younger men are financially unstable, financially irresponsible. Not all of them. Most are financially unstable. Most men at a young age are not financially established. And most men have not done the work to become a husband. The Apostle Paul said, when I was a boy, when I was a child, I spoke as a child, but when I became a man. How many of you know that becoming a man is a work that you must do? Most men do not do the work to become a husband. A husband is to profess his love for his wife. A husband is to provide. A husband is to protect. A husband is to be the head of the home, the head of the family. A husband must fix his wife problems and everything the wife problem got, the kids problem. It is the husband's responsibility to fix it. A wife and children is not supposed to go outside of her husband to get any need met that God did not create him to meet. So if the family is sick, the husband is supposed to pay for them to go to the doctor. If the family is hungry, it's the husband's wife to provide for them. What I find is a lot of women get married based on emotion. You emotionally involved with him, you love him, you like him, and so you think love is enough for a marriage. But when the mortgage is due, ma'am, he can't pay it because he's not financially established. and he's not established in being a husband. He's not career established in his career. He's trying to figure things out. This is why I'm against 20-something getting married. They don't work out. They struggle. And no wife should struggle with a husband, because then she becomes resentful. She's angry. She becomes disrespectful. She doesn't honor him. She doesn't adore him. And we know, as the husband has a role to play, so does the wife. The wife is to submit to her husband. Submit does not do what he tell you to do. Submit means to come under his vision. So that means, ladies, you get to choose the vision you come under. So why do you choose to submit to a vision you do not agree with? And then you want to pray that you will submit to him. No, ma'am, it's not going to work. If money is the number one problem for divorce, why do you choose a husband that is not financially established, financially independent, is not able to provide, is not able to protect, is not able to pay the bills, is not able to pay the light bill and the water bill and the mortgage and the rent? He needs your money to help him to survive. Why are you going to do that if that's not what you want? I'm all for wives doing 50-50 if that's what you want. But let me tell you, the wives that I know that are doing 50-50, they are angry, they are resentful, they are bitter, and they are angry, and they are disrespectful to their husbands. Because a wife should not be married and is still providing for herself. That is one of the responsibility of a husband, is to provide for him. I'm telling you, if I wouldn't have married my husband. No, if he couldn't provide. But if I happened to have been in a, I would have been cussing him out every day. You's a broke, so. So to avoid money problems, ladies, choose a husband who is financially established, financially stable. Number two, the second reason, which goes back to number one, is potential. A lot of women choose potential husbands. Oh, he's going to become. One day he's going to get a record deal. One day he's going to get a contract. He's going to one day become a basketball player, football player. And then he goes out and breaks his leg. And he doesn't have a backup plan. And what I tell women in my book, 23, The Naked Wife, available on Amazon, is marry the man in front of you. If he can't keep a job, marry the man who can't keep a job. Don't marry the man who can't keep a job, and then you hope one day he will become responsible enough to keep a job. Because you know what? Your marriage is going to be based on hope and a potential. And what the Bible says about hope deferred. Don't marry a man who's going to stop beating you. If you're going to marry him and know he's going to beat you for the rest of your life. But a lot of women marry abusive men who you hope one day he will stop abusing you. You marry a man you know who can't keep his D in the pants and just pray and hope that one day he going to keep it in his pants. No. If you're going to marry the man who can't keep it in the pants, marry the man who can't keep it in the pants, and understand for the rest of your marriage, he's going to be slinging the ding-a-ling everywhere. And that's a part of becoming a husband. Yeah, you're single, you can do whatever you want to do, but if you're ready to settle down and get married, then you're not going to be out here slinging the D around, and especially after we get engaged. But a lot of women, you marry potential, somebody who's going to become. You marry the man he is going to become versus the man in front of you. And ma'am, you will have a miserable marriage and you will be enduring your marriage. Number three, red flags. That goes back to number one and number two. A lot of women, I find, overlook red flags, girl. I don't care if it's red, peach, baby blue, lilac. Honey, if it ain't pure white, I don't, Don't overlook. I know so many wives who overlook. They're telling me their stories, and I'm like, wait, hold up. That's a red flag. But you will overlook red flags like 40 with no savings, 40 with no retirement, 40 with 86 kids. 40, his credit is jacked up. 40, he has no savings. That's a red flag. But you will marry him overlooking the red flag, and then the red flag comes stick you in your eye. Then you want to cry and go file for divorce and run up the divorce numbers. When all you had to do was walk away. And this is why I'm against being a girlfriend. 10 years a girlfriend. You're sitting there, you're waiting for him to marry you. You're waiting for him to get it together. And what you need to do is walk away, which is why I do not believe in being boyfriends and girlfriends, because I'm not about to sit and wait for you to get yourself together. I'm trying to get married. I am ready to be a wife. I've prepared myself to be a wife. I live like a wife. I walk like a wife. I dress like a wife. I spend my money like a wife. I am ready to be a wife. So I'm not going to wait for you to get ready to be a husband, because when you get ready to be a husband, you might not want to be my husband. So I'm not going to waste any time. So these are fixable reasons. What do I mean fixable? Fixable mean, girl, you don't marry them. Don't marry a man who's not financially stable, financially established, still trying to figure out his career, that you have to be the breadwinner. Do not marry a man who has potential. If he is not where you want him to be, don't marry him. Don't wait for him to get there. Do not marry a man who have red flags that make you uneasy and give you indigestion, give you heartburn. Don't do it. But see, a lot of you get in these boyfriend relationships situations, and then you want to get married, and you overlook the financial problem, you overlook the potential issue, you overlook the red flag issues, and then you start crying 2-3 years after you get married, emailing me. And this is why I do not counsel wives. I refer wives to other wives who might be doing counseling, because for me, I'm going to go back to, let's talk about, I don't want to talk about your marriage. Let's talk about your dating journey. How did you decide to marry this man? And then I point out, you should not have married him. And some of them is okay with it, but a lot of women are upset. Like, you shouldn't have married him. You can't fix that he's not financially stable at 40. You should have looked at that when you were dating and walk away. Ladies, I have to go. Thank you for your love and support. Read more in The Naked Wife. Available on Amazon. It's my #2 best-selling book. Take You to Cooking Off the Table, 10 Years a Girlfriend. All of my books are available on Amazon. Thank you for so much for giving me love and support. I absolutely love you. I adore you. Comment below. Let me know what you think about this. And I'll talk to you in the comments. Love you. Bye.